see if this is just as awful as it was yesterday. Trim the dead ends and I feel like it looks so good. Drag, adjust, tape. But I just got a Princess Polly package in the mail where I went to a place called The Little Owl, which is right around the corner from our current Airbnb. Let's see if this is just as awful as it was yesterday.
Is that the peanut butter you bought?
Peanut butter?
Is it peanut butter?
No.
What is it?
It's called Coconut Cold. It's a probiotic yogurt. You're supposed to do 1 scoop of it every single day. And it's supposed to help your gut health, clear your skin, make you less bloated. But it tastes nasty. Here goes nothing. Cheers. Oh, can confirm. It's just as nasty the second day. Although I think that the initial shock is what does it. Like the initial taste is bad. And then after you pass the initial shock, it's not that bad. Then it starts to taste a little bit more chocolatey. But the initial flavor of whatever this is not the best. My reaction of me trying it yesterday for the first time for TikTok was way funnier. I'll insert the clip here. Don't smell it, Jesus Christ. I do unfortunately fall victim to 90% of TikTok trends, and this is my latest one. So let's see what all the hype is about. It looks weird. Don't smell it, Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can eat it after smelling it. There's no way that the people that are saying that this is good are being truthful. I'm so scared after smelling it. Here goes nothing. It's not awful, but it's definitely not good. I'd give this like a 5 out of 10. Wow. It wasn't good the first time, definitely. It was shocking. And the smell, just don't smell it. Anyways, good morning, you guys. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah. If you're not new, welcome back. Welcome to a week in my life vlog. Today is Tuesday. I am picking up the camera for the first time this week. Obviously didn't vlog yesterday, but I figured I'd take you through the rest of our week because we have some fun plans. I'm obviously working today. Honestly, it's a very meeting light day. I only have 1 call and it's with my manager. But I think I mentioned in a vlog or 2 back that I got tasked with a assignment on a Friday that was like more of a Monday assignment, and I think it's going to take me the majority of this week, to be honest, because it's just a very tedious assignment. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the majority of the week work-wise, which is nice because it'll keep me busy. Like yesterday, I stared at my screen for almost the full 8 hours. I think I took like a 1-hour break in the middle of the day. And then at the end of the day, I was like, oh wow, I'm like actually tired from staring at screens. And went for a walk and did the whole 9 yards. So it was kind of nice to be busy for the full 8 hours. I feel like seldom nowadays, for not only myself but for everyone, are people like busy for the full 8 hours of the workday. But because this task is like a bigger one, it's actually taking up a good amount of time. So that's what I'll be up to this week work-wise, with a few calls scattered in between, but mainly that project. It is literally 3 p.m. and I'm just now catching a breath of fresh air. I guess I also kind of caught a little bit of fresh air when I went to get my hair cut a little while ago. It took like 30 minutes. It was my lunch break mission for today was to trim the dead ends, and I feel like it looks so good. I went to the same girl that I went to last time we were in Colorado, and I'm actually gonna go get my hair colored by her in a few weeks as well. We just made the appointment while I was there. But I feel like it looks so good, and it was definitely a much needed refresh. We kept the length pretty much the same, but trimmed the dead ends, did some face framing, long layers. Overall looks fantastic. But outside of getting my hair cut, I don't think I looked up from my laptop like once today. Maybe once to eat for like 5 minutes, and that was it. This task is like taking over my entire role at the moment, which is fine, but it's so tedious. I feel like I can say what the task is, but I obviously like can't get into specifics. But I'm in charge of putting together like an org chart for my entire department, and there are so many people in our department, and it's just taking me a long time to build out the entire thing. And we're doing it in PowerPoint instead of like Lucidchart or anything, which means that I have to like manually make all the squares and arrows and things of that sort. So it's just taking me a really long time to complete this task. But I mean, it's filling my work day, which is nice because I feel like that my work days are flying by. My screen time is down. my phone isn't dead by lunch, you know, all of those good things. So that is what I got up to today. Was literally 95% of the day was work, and then I did go get my haircut. And I didn't even vlog getting my haircut because I was working up until the last minute where I needed to run out the door. So I didn't even have time to like grab any vlog clips in the car on my way there or after. But now it's after work. I just shut down my laptop at 3:30, so I worked a little bit later. I was just caught up on a part of the task and wanted to complete it so that I could just like wake up tomorrow and have at least that portion done. But I'm officially putting away the work laptop for the day and chilling. I don't think I'm gonna do a workout today. I think I'm gonna let my body take a break. I've done a workout 3 days in a row now. I could go for a walk outside. It's actually beautiful outside. It is 48 degrees, but I don't want my hair to get gross and greasy. We're going to a taco night tonight with, follow me on this one, John's sister's boyfriend's brother's apartment. There's no other way to explain it. You're just gonna have to follow along when I say that. They invited us over to a taco night, so we're gonna do that tonight. So I feel like because my hair is done and I'm dressed, I really don't have a desire to like go for a walk and get sweaty and have to come back and take a shower and do the whole situation. So I think I'm just gonna take the day off of working out and chill. I may read for a little bit. I have clothes that I could put away. Honestly, my brain is kind of fried. I wanna do some sort of like mindless activity that doesn't involve a lot of brain power because I used my brain for the entire day, and I feel like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm exhausted from it. So we'll see what we get up to until taco night. Taco night's on until 6:30, so I have literally 3 hours to kind of chill before I need to go socialize. But I just wanted to pick up the camera and update the vlog because I didn't talk to you guys all day because I didn't do anything all day other than work. Oh, I did watch The Bachelor. I had that on the background while I was putting together this presentation because the new Bachelor season came out last night and I honestly kind of forgot about it. / I don't even really know who The Bachelor is because I didn't watch Jen's season or all of Jen's season. But from what I can tell, he seems like a really nice, sweet, sincere guy. And the girls are all gorgeous. They always are, but they're so sweet. There's no crazy people yet. Emphasis on yet, and I feel like I'm actually going to tune into the season because it'll give me something to do on Monday nights when I don't have anything else to do. So I enjoyed doing that. I'm going to play the Switch, gonna put on the latest episode of The Toast and chill on the couch for a little bit until we have to leave. That just sounds really good right now.
Jerked, if you will. I am having a Garchi Parchi day because I'm in a Garchi Parchi environment.
Imperative for you to recognize when you're engaging in this.
I just finished doing my makeup for dinner. We're just going over to their apartment, so I didn't want to do anything too crazy, but also I've been liking doing a little bit of makeup lately. I just feel like it's making me feel a little bit put together and a little bit less lazy, so I've been doing a little bit of makeup maybe before work, like just some concealer and brow gel, and then if I'm going out and about, doing a little bit of bronzer, blush, and mascara. Obviously nothing too crazy. I never do anything too crazy. I don't even have makeup to go crazy with if I wanted to. All of my makeup is like clean beauty. Although I will say that I think I want to go to Sephora soon and stock up on some things, like some nicer products, because my sister's wedding is coming up like in 3 months. It's like not anytime soon, but I think she's doing her own makeup for the wedding, which means that we're probably not gonna have a makeup artist, so I feel like I need to teach myself how to do like a little bit more of a glam look rather than my everyday look, because yes, I like my everyday look and I feel like it makes me look like me, but I feel like for a wedding specifically, a glam look is needed, especially for pictures and stuff. So I think I want to go to Sephora soon and purchase some new beauty items. I have them saved in my cart currently. I was doing research on TikTok and I can't remember where else. I think mainly just TikTok, honestly, for products people recommend. I need to do a shopping trip soon. I'm thinking maybe sometime in February, not necessarily this week, but that will be coming up, and then maybe we can trial some fun maid of honor wedding looks together. I can't decide if I'm gonna leave my hair half up, half down, or if I want to put it all the way down. I think I've gotten so used to putting it half up, half down lately, but I feel like it looks good all the way down because she did like a mini blowout after she cut my hair. John's finishing making the queso because that was like our task to bring, and I've never made queso before. I don't think he has either, but he was more up for the task than I was. If it was up to me, I would have just bought queso and brought it, but he wanted to take on the whole adventure of actually making the queso. So he's doing that. I just finished getting ready. I'm also listening to The Let Theory by Mel Robbins. And I think we're gonna have to head out soon because it's already 6:30. We were originally supposed to be there by 6:30, but his sister and her boyfriend are gonna be closer to 7. So I think we're gonna be trying to be closer to 7, if that makes sense, just so that we all arrive at the same time. So that's the sitch. If I don't vlog anything tonight, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. I didn't vlog at all yesterday, which was Wednesday. It was an incredibly busy day with work. I sat at my computer for 7 hours straight. I kid you not. I think I took a 30-minute break in the morning to eat/make breakfast, and then a 30-minute break at the end of my workday, just because I was so exhausted from staring at my screen that if I stared at it anymore, the words like were starting to not make sense, if that makes sense. I didn't vlog yesterday because not that it put me in a bad mood, but it just like drained me from having to stare at the screen all day, and I didn't do much other than literally, this was me all day. Drag, adjust, type. Drag, adjust, type, all day. And then after work I went for about like a 1.5 mile walk. Came home, did a 5-minute arm workout, 5-minute ab workout. The heat's going off. And then ended up reading some of my book, watching Love Island, and going to bed. So it was a very uneventful day. And like I just said, I was not in the mood to pick up the camera, nor did I even think about picking up the camera when there was nothing to show. So this vlog is already a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. Happy Thursday. It's actually a very sad morning. We woke up to news that a US Army Black Hawk helicopter crashed into an American Airlines flight at Reagan National Airport, which, if you guys aren't familiar, I'm from the DC area and have flown in and out of that airport many times. And the flight was actually coming from Wichita, Kansas, which that's not exactly where my mom's family is from, but they're from Kansas. So I feel like this crash in and of itself like hit a little bit close to home this morning. Like, you hear about these things in the news, you hear about like the smaller helicopters going down or plane crashes in other countries, but stuff like that doesn't really happen in the United States, thankfully. I feel like we have a very safe airspace and great like aviation operations, and I think they're still trying to figure out like what happened with this flight last night, but it was very scary. There was not a single survivor in the crash, which is terrifying, and both the helicopter and the plane landed in the Potomac with freezing temperatures. I can't even imagine. My thoughts and prayers go out to every single one of those families that have been affected by this crash. It's so devastating and so scary, and like I said, it's just like a little bit too close to home for me personally, just because that is an airport that I fly out of on occasion. I would say I fly out of Dulles more because it's closer to my parents' house, but every now and then we do a Reagan flight, and it's just scary to think about that happened, like not only in the DC area but like also on like US soil. Like, that was a US plane crash. You don't really see those very often. I think we woke up today with a heavy heart and a lot on my mind. It's just really scary. So that's what went on this morning. I am getting ready to officially start work. I am logged on. I just took a break to do my skincare, but I'm getting ready to go back to the same project that I've been doing for the entire week. I'm actually hoping to wrap it up today. For the most part, it is complete, but I'm just putting the final touches on it, and then I will be submitting it. And then I have a ton of other things to tackle that just like got put on the back burner this week because of this project. So that's what we're getting up today. I just wanted to pick the vlog and say good morning, give you guys a little bit of an update, and we'll see what we get up to today. Day 3 of taking this weird probiotic supplement, and I will say it's not getting any easier, other than the fact that I'm like learning to hold my breath while taking it so I don't taste it as much. It's crazy that this is like such a trend to the point where it's sold out everywhere. I keep seeing TikToks about it. I mean, maybe I've just put myself on that side of TikTok, but it's like really popular right now, and I'm not understanding the hype so far. It's supposed to help with 1, bloating, I've heard, 2, like clear up your skin, but I almost feel like my skin is like kind of breaking out this week. I don't know if it's from this or just other things, but so far it's not really doing much. But I'm determined to finish this whole jar, mainly because it was $10, and two, I just feel like I need to at this point experiment to see whether or not it actually works. It doesn't get any easier. It's so gross. I've seen TikToks of people saying that they like the taste of it, like it's actually good and they could double dip. I don't know how people are doing that or even saying that, because it's so sour that it's nasty. Like, it's not good. Okay, I'm officially finished with the task. I have a feeling that there's probably gonna be a few corrections that people want me to make. I just submitted it to my manager and then another person on my team. And my manager had a few corrections, I made those, but the person on my team said she's gonna look at it tomorrow. So I potentially have to make some edits to the actual chart, but for the most part, it's complete. And I'm so glad to have that off of my list. My work week is not even close to being done though, because I have like other things that I now need to take care of that got put on the back burner, like I was saying earlier. Like, I have to schedule a call for the end of February, but it's like a bigger call with a ton of people that I'm just gonna have to like figure out schedules for. And then I have a few other things that I need to do on my work laptop. I also need to start my taxes at some point because I haven't done those yet. I'm normally on top of it and do it like literally the first week that you can do your taxes, but I just have not had a chance to do them, and just now got a hold of all of the forms that I need to complete that. So I also want to do that. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Like, maybe that'll be like my admin day, like wrap up everything else I need to do for like actual work, like meetings and things of that sort today, so that I can do the minor tasks that I need my work laptop for tomorrow, if that makes sense. So I don't have to do it over the weekend. So that's my thought process. But I'm just happy to be done with the org chart because that was a lot of work. Honestly, it was really interesting to be able to see like the number of people that are in my department and what everyone does. So it was a very eye-opening task, but it was a lot of work, and can't say that I want to put together another org chart anytime soon. It's now 12:20. I am gonna take my lunch break. It's like 2:20 back on the East Coast. So I have like 2.5 hours left of work, but I'm gonna take my lunch break and fuel up and chill for 30 minutes, like take an actual lunch break today, and then get back to work. But I feel like I need to just separate myself from my laptop for a little bit because I'm going a little bit crazy. There's like 20 minutes left in my work day, but I'm pretty much done for the day. I have nothing left to give. So I'm calling it quits unless someone messages me for some last minute thing. But I just got a Princess Polly package in the mail. I feel like I've really cut down on my, not necessarily shopping, but like shopping for clothes, mainly because I don't have a ton of room to have like a full wardrobe at the moment. So I'm very particular with what I wear. And actually last time we were in Denver, I did Fashion Pass and I really enjoyed it. And I thought about doing it again this year, but we're moving Airbnbs around too much, I think, hint, hint, spoiler, to be able to consistently do that. And I'm afraid that like I'm gonna forget to change the address and then the clothes are gonna show up somewhere where I don't want them to be. So I've been holding off on doing that. So I've just been wearing what I've had, and honestly, I've been feeling very uninspired fashion wise. So I did treat myself to some new items from Princess Polly. First item is this ring. It's a little gold ring. I want to get into some more jewelry this year, unintentionally making that like a New Year's resolution. I just think that I'm a little bit tired of the jewelry that I wear and I want some more pieces. So I want to invest in some fun earrings, rings, bracelets. So this is my first investment of the year. I think it was literally 20 bucks, so it's not much of an investment, but I think it's cute that it goes on middle finger like that. And it matches all the rest of my gold jewelry, so love that. And then the next item that I got is this dress. This is one that I'm a little bit unsure about, although it looked really cute on the model. We have a trip coming up next weekend actually, and I just like wanted a new piece to wear on that trip. Also, we have like a birthday dinner in February, our anniversary's in February, so I just feel like I wanted something that I could maybe wear to at least one or all of those occasions, because we can outfit repeat, that's fine. I got this dress. I'm afraid it's gonna be too big. Long sleeve maxi sweater dress with cream details around both the sleeves, the neckline, and the base of the dress. I actually want to go ahead and try this on now just to see how it looks because it does kind of look like it's gonna like eat me up a little bit. We don't have a full length mirror in here, so it's honestly really hard to tell what this looks like. So I'm kind of gonna use the camera to determine if I like it or not. This is what it looks like. I paired it with my black boot on this foot because I feel like that's how I would style it, is with knee-high black boots for like a very wintry look. I don't know. I need a full length mirror, I really do. I also feel like my hair isn't styled and I'm not wearing makeup, so like that plays into it as well. What you feel? I don't know. We'll see. Definitely keeping the ring. I like it. She's cutie. The dress is TBD. I might still have it by the time this video goes up, so let me know what you think in the comments down below.
Wired to move toward what feels pleasurable now.
I just finished making dinner. Apparently it's very smoky in here and I didn't even really notice while cooking dinner, but I made chicken thighs and then did a little potato situation. We've made this before and it was really good, so I'm curious to see what it tastes like now. John made it before and I feel like he maybe made it a little bit better. But we got the idea from Trader Joe's because Trader Joe's has like a frozen potato, pepper, onion mix. So we just like looked up a similar recipe and it's delicious and obviously healthy. So we have potatoes, peppers, onion, and then I threw in a little bit of spinach just because we had spinach in the fridge left over from last night's dinner. And I feel like when you chop up spinach finely and like throw it into any vegetable or sort of mix, you can't really taste it or notice it. So I figured it was another way to get another vegetable in. This is dinner tonight. I'm excited to try it. Hopefully it's better than the last time I made chicken, because last time I made chicken, it was kind of a fail. Good morning, you guys. I feel like you can tell how tired I am by the way that I look. So I apologize for my appearance. I tried to put myself a little bit more together today because I feel gross, but we're working with what we got. I decided to treat ourselves to coffee and lattes. Well, mine's a chai latte. John's is a cold brew, so I guess chai and coffee today. Because I'm so exhausted, I stayed up until midnight reading The Women by Kristen Hanna. I read that book for literally like 3 hours non-stop. One thing about Kristen Hanna's writing is that all of the action, in my opinion, happens in the last like 20% of the book. So I got to a really good part and like couldn't put it down. I now have 40 minutes left in the book. I didn't finish it completely. So I do at some point want to finish the book today, but I stayed up way too late reading it because I got sucked into everything that was happening at the end of the book. Like just so many plot twists and turns and like things that I kind of expected to happen, honestly. Like I feel like the plot of this book was a little bit predictable. Even though I knew it was kind of happening, it was still shocking to read, if that makes sense. So needless to say, I'm very, very tired this morning and needed a little bit of a caffeine boost. So I got a chai latte and John got a cold brew. I literally already mentioned that. Cool. Or I went to a place called The Little Owl, which is right around the corner from our current Airbnb. This is the last day in our Airbnb, so I feel like I can tell you guys where we stayed the first 2 months of Denver because we're staying in a completely different area, different apartment. We stayed in Lohi for the last 2 months, which is a neighborhood that we have been wanting to check out since the last time we were in Denver. When we were in Denver prior, we used to walk around this neighborhood all the time, especially on the nicer days because all of the restaurants around here, there are coffee shops, there are breweries, little shops. It's also just like a nice quiet neighborhood to walk around. Last time we were in Denver, we were just like intrigued by what it would be like to live in this area if we were ever to move here full time. And we thought, what better time to like check out the neighborhood and get a feel for what it would be like than now. So we've been staying here for the last 2 months and it's been so nice. I've never tried the Little Owl before, but it was right around the corner from us, right next to Postino's, if you guys are familiar with the Lohi area. And it was really cute in there. The vibes were great. It was definitely a very tiny space. Like you couldn't really go there and work or sit down and chat because it's pretty much just a barista bar and then like a few chairs, but the chairs are like around the barista bar, if that makes sense. So there isn't a lot of room to work or chat or whatnot without everyone hearing your conversations or looking over your shoulder. But the vibes were immaculate and the chai latte is really, really good. So I would recommend, if you're in the Lohi area or surrounding areas, come check out the Little Owl. It was very delicious. There's also like a little bit of a kick to it. I think they put like turmeric or something on the top of this. She's a little spicy. Anyways, today is the last day of work for the week and luckily I am completely finished with the project that I was working on the entire week. It is officially submitted to another team for them to have, which was the point of the whole task, was to submit it to another team so that they could do something with it. But I got my manager approval and then 2 other approvals from the team. That's really great that it's off my plate. I do have like one other thing that I need to do today. I think I talked about it yesterday. I need to schedule like a pretty large call for the end of February, so I need to do that. And then I have 1 or 2 meetings today. But honestly, my work schedule isn't too crazy today, which is nice because we need to pack up this entire apartment. Obviously the furniture is not ours, but I feel like our stuff is just everywhere. My stuff is everywhere, so I need to track down everything that we own in this apartment and start to pack up because we leave first thing tomorrow morning. I think our checkout, what time is our checkout time? Like 11? I think our checkout time is at 11, and then our check-in for the other place is at 11, so it's like perfect. We're just gonna bop from one place to the other. But that means I need to pack up this entire place today so that we can pack the car tonight, so that we just have like a very easy morning tomorrow morning. All right, I'm going to try to knock out this meeting. To be honest, my motivation to work today is at an all-time low because of the fact that I've been so busy this week that I feel like I'm kind of burnt out work-wise. But one last thing, and then I'm basically home free. So I'm gonna knock out this work task, enjoy my chai latte, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later today. Sorry for the poor lighting. I'm in the closet, sitting on the floor. I am gonna start packing up my stuff now. The goal of this is to put all my stuff in as few bags as possible so that we can fit in the car properly, I guess, because we weren't really maxed out coming here to Denver from Virginia, but I don't know, I just feel like I was more organized, and now I'm literally like throwing things in bags. But I also want it to make sense so that when we get there it's like really easy to unpack. I need to pack up all my clothes. That's where I'm starting, and then I'm gonna move to the kitchen and we'll go from there. I have quite a few bags I could use. I have this suitcase, my carry-on is inside of it. John got me this Lululemon bag for Christmas, which I'm gonna use as my ski bag, especially when we travel, because that was actually my like reasoning for wanting it, was that I saw a girl on TikTok use this as her ski bag because her boots fit in it. That's gonna be like my, I think, main boot bag moving forward, just because it's really easy to throw on as a backpack. When we go on our trip, our little ski trip in a week, next weekend, I'm gonna use this as my carry-on because I don't want to check my boots just in case the airlines use my boots. Anyways, I digress. I'm gonna lay out my suitcase in this closet and get to packing, hoping that everything fits. We shall see. I'm gonna simultaneously watch the latest episode of The Toast, so enjoy the next few minutes of me trying to get my life together. About 75% of the way done with packing up this place. This is the majority of my clothes. I do have some extra pieces over there that I need to grab off the drying rack, but for the most part it's all out here. Cleaned out the closet. We have all of our food and stuff here. John's stuff is all out here. Those are my skis, more kitchen stuff. And then I obviously need to pack up all of my electronics, but I'm just gonna do that later tonight. We're getting ready to head to a brewery that's on, I don't know what street that is. I think it's Platte River is the name of it. But John has had this coupon sitting on our fridge like for a month now that he found in the mailbox that we had access to. And so we're gonna go to the brewery to use it because this is the last day to use it. And the brewery is walking distance. It's the
Denver Beer Company.
Denver Beer Company. So we're doing that. I'm eating some chicken sausage. I'm like starving today. I don't know what it is. I did have lunch. I had the leftovers from last night's dinner, but I am just like starving and feel like I can't get enough food in. So I'm eating this. John made it for his late lunch, my second lunch, I guess. Happy Saturday, you guys. We're at the new place. It's definitely a lot smaller than the last place that we were at, but it feels homey, and I think that we'll make it work. We've been in the process of putting stuff away for like the last hour and a half. There isn't much storage in the kitchen, which I think is going to be the biggest issue, but there is a nice sized bathroom. It's just the storage in the bathroom is a little bit limited. And then there is a nice sized bedroom. Thankfully, we have a dresser at this place. We didn't do that, by the way. Came like that. And there's a walk-in closet. So we're gonna make do with what we have, but like I said, it's a little bit smaller than the last place we were in, which kind of sucks. Although a lot of ledges to put the vlog camera up, so that's a pro for sure. We're getting ready to run out and get lunch. I think we're just gonna do Chick-fil-A for lunch. We were gonna walk around and like possibly get lunch somewhere, but I think that and John we're both just in the mood to do something easy, so we're gonna get Chick and then come back and finish putting stuff away. We either need to buy hangers, but we messaged the Airbnb host asking if they had extras, and if they don't, we need to run to Target to get them. So we're hoping that they message us while we're over by Chick-fil-A, because that's where the Target is. And then maybe we'll also go get a car wash while we're out. It's kind of the update. That's what we've been up to today. It's been very chaotic to vlog because we were packing the car all morning, and then when we got here, we had to unload the car and then park it, and it's been a whole thing. But I want to pick up the camera, say good morning, happy Saturday. Very sad to leave the old place. It was such a good spot, and we just felt like really cozy in the apartment, but we're thinking that a change of scenery will do us some good and like maybe force us to get out of the house more, because it is a smaller space and it's not as cozy as the last place. So that's our thought process. We'll see. We just got back from getting sushi for dinner. It's been a day. To be honest, like after we moved in, went to Chick-fil-A for lunch and then came back here, we didn't do too much in the afternoon other than kind of finish unpacking our stuff. I have to run out and get more hangers tomorrow from either Target or Walmart because there aren't enough for both of us. So I'm just gonna go buy cheap plastic hangers. So I do still have like a little bit left to do, but for the most part we're unpacked. There are definitely some things that I need to figure out, like this corner situation over here with all of the bags. That's gonna have to be figured out because it is not staying there. That will stress me out. And then the ski stuff just being everywhere is a little bit much, but for the most part we have things sorted. Also there's like a few things in the bedroom that could use some organizing, but I'm a little bit over organizing today if I'm being completely honest. We treated ourselves to sushi tonight. Tomorrow we need to go get groceries because we've eaten out for almost every single meal for the past 24 hours. We ate out for dinner last night. Breakfast we did at the other Airbnb, Chick-fil-A for lunch, and then we just had sushi for dinner. So tomorrow we need to focus on eating at home, but we are skiing in the morning and afternoon, so I'm sure we'll eat out at least afternoon time frame. Anyways, I was just gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here because I feel like I was gonna take you guys with us to go skiing tomorrow, but it's my first time skiing or back skiing in like a month since I hurt my back, and I'm a little nervous about it, so I just don't want to have to like focus on vlogging at the same time that I'm trying to focus on like not hurting myself. But I am sure maybe I'll get some like TikTok content.
Tease the people about the trip next week.
I've been teasing it.
Well, tease a packing video.
Do you think I should do a packing video?
You should.
Okay, maybe a packing video coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog, and if you did, make sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you potentially in a packing video. Potentially in a travel video. Either way, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.